Hello and welcome to Franchise Mutiny. I'm Isaac, the host that's afraid of ghosts the most. Returning to the show is our residential Game of Thrones expert and minion hater. He goes by Joe. Minion hater.
Oh,
not minion hater. Some sort of
like
weird Terminator.
It's a gun that makes minions.
Oh, a gun that makes minions. Unlike that hilarious joke in the first one where they had the fart gun.
They also sell those at Target.
They sell fart guns at Target?
Yeah. Minion themed.
Minion themed fart gun.
Yep.
Now, how...
Do I know this?
I haven't introduced you yet, but how
I thought that
how
was
accurate do you think it is? Do you think it's scientifically
the gun?
The gun, yeah. Does it shoot farts?
No. It shoots noise.
It shoots no. Yeah, we got a gun that shoots noise.
Hey, that would be useful.
Joe, how are you?
I'm doing great.
That's good. How does it feel to return on this show?
I'm glad to be back.
You were telling me earlier that people were approaching you on the streets.
Oh, yeah, definitely. On the street.
They would run up to you and say something, and then you would say something. And
I'd literally say something.
Yeah,
nothing else.
You would say something.
That's enough of an autograph.
And then be like, oh my god, you're from that hit podcast, Franchise Mutiny, that even I forgot the name of 2 seconds there.
But then they remembered, so it was okay.
But then they remembered and they walked away. They're like, yeah, you talked about Spy Kids for a while.
Yeah, a little bit. A lot of it talking about that.
So, was my description of you accurate? Are you a minion hater?
I wouldn't say... I'd say hate is a strong word, but I definitely... It's gotten out of hand, I think.
It's gotten out of... It's taking over the world.
It's a crisis.
We're on minion watch.
Yeah.
We need to get rid of too many minions.
Then we know
there will be.
We've lost as a society. I'm just kidding. But yeah, definitely no.
No one wins. What's the tagline to Alien vs. Predator? No matter who wins, we lose.
No one can scream you
if you
get to the chopper.
Yep. No one can scream you if you get to a chopper.
Yeah.
That sounds right.
Alien vs. Predator coming soon.
We should mention this. We're in a time travel device.
Oh yeah.
A time machine.
No,
not a
we're
device.
In a device.
I said device last episode with the transmuter. Yeah, we're in a device. We're inside a device. We're in a time machine. Time is flying by.
Well, we're going back. Because AVP's out soon.
We really want to get that theater experience that I missed. You saw it in theaters?
Heck yeah. That's for like my brother's 8th birthday or whatever.
That feels too young. Although that's PG-13, right? The second ones are.
Probably. The second one we don't need to talk about.
Yeah. Welcome to Alien vs. Predator, the podcast. Who are you rooting for when you saw that movie?
Definitely Predator.
You're a Predator man.
Yeah.
It's good to know. Did you like Predators?
Yes. Yes, I did. That was
Thanks for the accent. Yes, I do.
That movie was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Oh, well. Get there eventually, but today we're covering The Pact.
Ooh, an interesting movie that is on Netflix as of right now.
And also The Pact 2.
Don't trust us though, because we're time traveling, so it might not be on Netflix now.
Time travelers are known for being untrustworthy.
Yeah.
How do you think they got that machine in the first place? Because they built it?
Time traveling.
Don't trust it. I don't trust it.
Our future selves, we killed them so we could have it.
We loopered them.
Oh no.
I hope my older self is Bruce Willis. I'm going to say that now. It could still happen.
Myself now is Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
With like weird prosthetics on your face and you just walk around.
So that I can look like Bruce Willis?
Yeah.
I wish I had a gun that shoots corks. Just like one.
I wish I had a gun that shoots sound.
Every kid. That's basically what they shot in Looper, was this giant goofy thing. If I remember.
From Disney?
It was like a blunderbuss.
Oh yeah. That was like a weird...
Yeah.
looked like a giant.
It had rules
Pipe
like
or
you had to be
something.
like 4 feet away.
It had
or whatever.
rules.
It did.
Rule number 1.
They made it
we
very
don't talk
clear.
about one. So the Pact was 2012, Pact 2, 2014. So where's Pact 3?
I don't know.
Where's Pact 3?
Well, we've still got a few more months. We'll see.
Also, we're in a time machine when this comes out. It will...
Oh, it's coming out right now.
We've already seen it. We're not talking about it, though. Because it
might
me.
not be in your lifetime, but...
It
Because we're time traveling.
Someone in the future is just like, you know what we need to bring back?
Oh, no.
The Pact.
Let's not reboot it, though. Let's just make it a sequel. Either way, it's a bad idea.
Okay, I think we wasted enough time.
That sounds about right.
That sounds...
that
sounds good.
That sounds
like
a gun.
So Minions, once again.
Why are we back here?
Because at one point in the last episode, I said, oh, we'll talk about it later. We never did. You didn't enjoy the movie. Why? Not enough.
It's really hard to have a protagonists that don't make any sense and you can't understand them for an hour and a half.
Ooh. I got a joke that I just need to think more about. Keep going.
Okay.
Okay, protagonists
blah, blah, blah.
you can't understand. I'm trying to think my way through this.
Alright.
Okay.
Good luck.
So, what's a Sylvester Stallone franchise? Okay,
Expendables.
Rambo. Ugh.
You gotta do the later ones, because it gets worse over time.
I think
That's all it is now.
I wish there was just like a scrawny guy that would walk next to Sylvester Stallone while he's shooting people and he'd just translate for him. He wants that gun.
Wait, in a movie?
Yeah, like no, he'll just be like his sidekick.
Because I don't want You didn't clarify that.
In real life.
Yeah.
He wants that gun. Give him that gun.
He's just shooting people.
Mr. Stallone wants that gun. That's a bad Stallone. I'm gonna cut out my Stallone and leave your Stallone.
Thanks. There, you're gonna cut out us saying cut out.
Snip, snip. This is probably a great idea.
If I remember correctly, the next move is to do our
The
15-second plot synop.
Yeah, our 15-sec plot synop.
Wow. We just don't have time to say
Or timing.
all of those words. Who needs timing when you can travel within it? Today's theme was meant to be ghosts. Somehow.
But we took a spooky turn to time travel. We're lying about the Pact. We actually watched Terminator.
Oh.
But yeah,
And Hot Tub Time Machine.
We think it's the same franchise. They're going to collide sometime.
No.
Genesis 2, whenever the next...
I haven't seen any of the recent Terminators.
Ooh.
And you haven't seen any, right?
Yeah, I had.
Wow.
I own the box
You
set.
heard it here, folks.
I'm a fraud. I'm resigning.
Alright.
8 minutes into second episode, I'm resigning.
It was 6 minutes, though. Because we time travel. The Pact.
So we're gonna do the plot synop. You're gonna warn me in a lower
He
volume.
only has 15 seconds to synop this.
To synop this, and I should say that we are going to discuss spoilers about this.
So,
We're going to talk about everything.
spoiler alert.
Oh.
If you're planning on watching this without spoilers, then you're in the wrong place.
You're in the wrong place. You're in the wrong time.
Are you ready, sir? I'm ready with this stopwatch.
I just want to say real quick, would you recommend someone seeing this if they're right now not sure if they should see this or not? And then
definitely the first Pact.
Yeah.
You should watch. And I walked in with no expectations, no real knowledge of what it was going to be. And
I walked in with no knowledge in general. Like I didn't know what a movie
was.
Or English.
Algebra. Algebra's key to
Algebra,
this movie, definitely.
Yeah.
Your understanding of time, too.
Oh, so much time in this. There are like clocks everywhere.
Alright, no, but really, I'd say just let yourself watch it and don't be, I don't know, spoilers are hard.
Yeah, I'd say go see this, and then if you didn't hate this podcast so far, come back and listen to us discuss spoilers. I don't think we're great at discussing movies, as you could already probably tell. We're not great at serious
we're not
talking.
the best yet.
Yeah,
we're not Leonard Maltin, movie guide.
I wonder who owns a movie guide.
I wonder too. I wonder who keeps one in his bag.
This is going to be the Suicide Squad of podcasts. It's
Oh,
going to
really?
be so choppy.
That's a good joke.
Solid topical joke?
Here, say that joke again, and then...
See if it works in January.
Yeah.
Okay. Enough stalling. Enough stalling.
Let's put in this synop into the podcast.
Let's see if I could Hitler this out of the
my
park.
Castro.
In the midst of her abusive mother's funeral, both Annie Barlow's sister Nicole and cousin Liz disappear, leaving her with the discovery and with the help of a ghost that her uncle is a serial killer that has been living in a hidden room in their childhood home. She lives, he dies.
Man.
Okay.
That was really good timing. You
Other than me stumbling and trying to...
I know, but you gave yourself that buffer zone.
Give myself that buffer zone, and within that time I actually thought like, oh...
I will say I was so focused on that clock that if I hadn't already seen the movie, I have no idea what you're talking about because I was just looking at the clock. I heard Annie.
This I was talking a lot of smack about you.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm glad I missed
Is that
it.
what humans say? Talking smack? Talking snap?
How would one talk smack?
Joe's not the best.
Like that? Alright, so let's talk about the Pact.
Okay, so yeah, the Pact, it's
Let's
2012.
make a pact to talk about this movie a lot.
Okay. We'll do that. Okay, we're gonna shake hands on that. Shake. Okay.
I'm glad you hired that robot that narrates what we do physically.
Yeah, thanks robot.
I'm gonna say that I like this movie a lot, and I got zoned out a little bit at parts. Like right off the bat, I was gonna just describe that I got zoned out a little bit, but
You got zoned out?
it like rips me back into this crazy world. You know, like I was just like, what is going on? You know, about a lot throughout the movie because it had a mix of ghost and mystery, you know, and then how it tied it together was just like, holy crap.
I was expecting a ghost movie, like, entirely. Mm-hmm. I didn't read the plot to this beforehand or watch a
honestly,
trailer.
I didn't know anything.
I just saw the poster of someone pushing their face against the wall. I'm like, oh, a Nightmare on Elm Street ripoff. That seems good. I just thought it was going to be ghosts tossing people around. Mm-hmm. And it actually was more of a serial killer movie, and then a ghost twist. Yeah, a ghost happened to be in it.
I actually intended to write down a lot more, but I remember one thing I definitely...
We don't write anything down. We use our typewriters.
Not write down. Oh yeah, typed it down.
Type down.
Just one of the thoughts I had, but like one of the first scares that we really got was Annie is checking out the old house or whatever. Was it an apartment?
It was a house, and I will say
we only saw a tiny little bit of it was essentially to me that kitchen and that hallway and that door.
Yeah, I love the house in this because all the hallways are like really slim, and it could have easily been like a modern house where everything's big, or it could have been a set. It was like very confined, and like her just running through the halls is what actually got me at points.
But like early in the movie, I remember the like lights flickering a little bit, and Annie just grabs a knife, and I just started laughing because I was like, she doesn't mess around.
Yeah, she suspects a ghost. She's gonna stab a ghost.
Yeah, with a knife, a steel knife.
A steel knife.
It's funny because in other movies you see, you know, they like sit there, or you know, they're always goofy, and they never kind of like. Well, okay, not goofy, but they're scared. Annie seems like somehow scared, but prepared for this.
Yeah.
Like she's been through worse.
And I think the twist really helps a lot of this movie, because at first I was a little hesitant on, because there's a scare of, I believe it was Liz? Or who was on the computer? No, it was the mom. It was Nicole. Who was the mom, and she was talking to her kid on the Skype.
Mommy, who's that behind you?
Yeah, that didn't really affect me that much. Thinking like, oh, it's a ghost, and then like thinking back, like that's actually
really a person,
someone there.
Yeah, so I guess we come out and say that there's something happening in this house, and there's an actual person. It's not a ghost that's bad. There is a ghost, but we're in a world where there's a serial killer and a ghost helping to solve.
And it's just one ghost, right?
Yeah, the ghost of the teacher, right?
Her name was, I wrote this down because I thought it was such a weird name, Jennifer Glick.
Oh, yeah.
That seems like a racial slur.
Glick. That's messed up.
It's like an alien. I had to Google it because I was like,
making sure.
It's such a harsh, really poignant word,
and it's not like an unusual.
No, it's not like. What do you think's the most used name in a movie for like last names? I think it's Johnson. No, it can't be
something
like Jonathan.
Oh my goodness gracious.
That's a common name.
Yeah. I can count like 10 on my fingers right now.
But you only have 9.
Oh, Frodo of the 9 fingers.
And what is that
Doom, that like cartoon.
Did I fall asleep in the extended editions of that?
No, like the really old cartoon.
Those are creepy looking.
Yeah, they are. The scariest golem ever. It's like a frog. Anyway, the Pact.
So another note I wrote down, this is just a weird nitpick. At one point she starts to research like the house and stuff, and she doesn't Google, because that's like kind of like a brand name. The name of the search engine is Global.
Oh my gosh.
And that
I somehow remember that a little bit.
Yeah, it's just... Like, can you imagine?
Well, and it was like super fake, like motions. Like, how many times have you ever used a computer and you've done what she did perfectly and found exactly what you wanted instantly?
Yeah, and she eventually just Googled Judas.
Yeah, and
it came up.
Yeah, my thought was like, oh, what, no biblical anything?
Yeah, it's just going to be Bible stuff.
But no.
But can you imagine, like, in a world in which Google doesn't exist, instead it's global, and people are just like, I got a global that.
It's not catchy at all.
And then Vince Vaughn's like, hey, I got us an internship at Global.
No. I knew exactly where that was going. I never saw that.
Me neither, because the commercials said Google too much, and that upset me.
Oh.
And it was just like a couple of older guys like, what's a computer?
And then the Robert De Niro comedy one where he interacts with young people is basically...
Are you saying these are connected?
Oh, they're the same.
They're building a movie universe of the intern and the internship.
And they're gonna sail.
Sail?
Internship.
Oh, I get it now.
That's because I explained it. That's how you know it's a good joke.
So, I will admit to this. When it comes to scary movies, I'm a bit of a wimp.
How do you spell this word?
IMP.
What was that first letter?
IMP.
Oh, okay.
Wimp. I don't go see scary movies in the theaters because I don't like the volume they set it at. They kind of they set it to the max, and they say, "Oh, good luck with that. I'll just be here in the lobby," and then all these jump scares happen. So when I watch scary movies at home, and I'm willing to admit this, I turn the volume down quite a bit to where, because they'll just whisper and then jump scare will happen and be really loud. So I turn it where I could hear all the dialogue unless they're like really whispering. So I turn on subtitles. And
Smart.
The reason why I'm saying this is because there's a lot of in subtitles when they have like descriptions of sounds that are happening.
Some funny stuff.
There's some good stuff. There were a lot of points when it said music becomes ominous. Like they're like
setting it up.
They're trying to you make it scary. Like, hey, watch it at home. Think of music. Make it ominous.
Oh, okay. Thanks. Subtitles.
And then I think there was one that said urinating.
Oh my gosh.
Another one that said crying fades.
Jeez. Maybe I should watch with subtitles. It sounds fun.
Panting in fear was another one. And my all-time favorite in this movie was when, I believe, a picture frame fell down and she got glass in her feet.
Mm.
She got Bruce Willis from Die Hard, and when she's pulling it out of her feet, her foot, singular, it comes up as sucks on teeth. Just, I sucks on teeth.
Sometimes you gotta do that to survive glass in your foot.
But is there like a better description of...
in pain.
Like, because I'm not really sucking on teeth.
Then you're doing it wrong.
Hey, you need to tell those glicks to suck on teeth.
This is definitely like an alien thing. Like we would be making fun of aliens.
You saying aliens made the subtitles for this one?
Oh my gosh, it's true. And
we said it. It's true.
They just made the movie too. Glick is their home planet.
Yeah, this was written and directed. Written and directed.
I haven't heard of this.
By Nicholas McCarthy, who did the short film of this in 2011, and then I think it just got adapted from that to a longer story.
I love that it was a short film and now it's a movie.
No, it's a longer film.
Oh.
So it was mainly Annie Farlow. There was the detective that did stuff.
I almost forgot about him.
Yeah, he kind of helped.
A little bit.
They found that hidden room.
All right.
With all the peepholes.
We have a question for the audience.
We have no idea.
Oh man.
Stevie.
I knew it was an S. I almost said Susie. Is Stevie blind? Watch both movies and come back to us.
Come back. Email us at franchisemutiny@gmail.com.
We are not 100% certain.
I did not suspect she was blind until I got a text from Joe, that you said something along the lines.
I was suspicious of it.
You're suspicious of someone.
She had
being blind.
some mannerisms of the way she moved.
Well, she definitely had gray.
Oh, in her eyes, yeah.
Eyes. And I just...
The first movie, I didn't think so, but then the second movie made me think.
And I did write down, before we even talked, that her eyes seemed darker or grayer or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. She's either just a character that's very protected by everyone around her and she's just crazy, or she's blind. Only two explanations.
That was a very bizarre household.
But she kind of looked like a rejected Tim Burton character. Like she had just she's like a scrawny, big
eyes, skinny, helping,
helping,
being strange and helping.
Was this a Tim Burton movie? People are helping.
Only in Tim Burton movies.
Only in Tim Burton movies do people help. And when they go to the house, I love that it's full of people and there's a guy sitting on the couch playing a video game. And they walk right in front of the TV to go see Stevie on the other side. And the guy on the couch has no reaction. He's just like, he can't see, but he's not like moving his head around.
He can't see? He's
blind. He's blind.
He's blind, confirmed.
This whole house is blind.
That one guy is their caretaker.
I think we're going to get a spinoff where there's a haunted house that makes you blind.
I think we're going to spin off with just Stevie. Adventures of Stevie.
Adventures of Stevie, and she runs into...
Her superhero name is
Wonder.
We were on the same page.
Same page. Different book. That seems like something someone would say.
Wow.
But yeah, I thought it was pretty good in the beginning when I was like, oh, this is just a typical ghost movie. I'm having an okay time.
Right.
Getting tossed around. And then I think the point when I realized, oh, there's an actual killer was when the detective guy got stabbed.
Now, I'm trying to remember exactly. Did they show him get stabbed by a hand?
Yeah, I thought...
Or was he just... I'm trying to remember.
I thought I saw like he got it through the throat.
Oh,
like
the classic Hoffman?
Classic Hoffman. Spoilers for a certain series I won't bring up because that would spoil.
We'll get to that. Maybe. Gotta love Hoffman.
Gotta...
Right in the Hoffman.
Huff it up.
Oh. Huff it up for him. Man.
Oh.
I honestly didn't suspect anything until either that point or maybe even later when he actually crawls out of the floor.
That was crazy.
I was just like, what? And like, they're looking through the holes and stuff, and I'm just like, please, nothing go into their eyes. That eye damage bothers me.
Yeah. I understand that.
Oh. He was really scary. He looked like a character from Fury Road.
Yeah, he wasn't quite like... He was a mixture of scrawny and muscular, and that itself is terrifying.
He was well fed for a living in the basement forever kind of guy.
And that's the scariest part to me, is just the idea that someone has been living in your childhood home and watching you for who knows how long.
Did they ever touch up on... Because they had a messed up childhood, right? That was a thing that kept coming up.
They kept bringing up, mom was abusive. Why would I...
Assume that the uncle did something? Did they ever explain?
Yeah. That might explain, like, the titular pact is between the mom and her brother, and how they kind of work together.
In secrecy.
Yeah. I think that's what the title's referring to.
That's what was my guess. Because I can't think of any other answer.
Now, was the mom abusive because...
Oh.
She was... The kids were like, hey, I want to go touch the walls.
Hey, can I play in the basement? We don't have a basement.
What's this hole doing here? And then... Don't look through that. Ugh.
That was really freaky. I had no idea where it was going when we first saw that new room.
Yeah.
And she's just like, I've never been in here. And I was like, what the heck is going on?
Yeah.
That's honestly the theme for me of the first happening was, what?
I was still under the assumption that it was a ghost. So when they revealed the hidden room, I'm like, why does a ghost need a room? Why does it need privacy?
That's pretty funny.
Wrap it up. I really like this movie. It surprised me.
Another great part I thought too was the ghost saves. Oh my goodness, what is her name?
Annie.
Annie, yes, saves Annie from Judas. Like in the final, fight scene, I guess.
Yeah,
like that was
where
so
she has
funny.
her ponytail,
like, pulls her across the way. That was so pulls her to the gun or whatever.
Yeah,
I was like, this is interesting. This is very interesting because you don't get to see that a lot.
Yeah. And then we forgot about the child. Now Annie Barlow's taking care of the kid in
Yeah, she's not her independent, not really in touch with her family. Now she's taking...
And she's got a new house that has holes in it, and there's an eye.
I would hope not.
Looking for a house. Does it have holes in it?
How many houses have secret rooms, secret basements, with
secret windows and secret gardens?
Oh. Right, yep.
Okay, so yeah, that was the Pact. Before we get to the Pact 2, I think we should bring in our guest. We have a guest, unfortunately. Heidi can't make it.
What's wrong?
I don't know why I thought this podcast would be over by now, but it's I
didn't you plan this?
I did, but I needed to do something after. I need to book, like, what do you call it when I have an appointment, a dentist appointment.
Okay.
Yeah, I spent all week sucking on teeth, and I feel like they moved a little bit.
Okay.
So I'm going to the dentist real quick. I'll be right back. He just wants to look. He just wants to look. It's in a really shady place. It doesn't look like a dentist's office, but I'll just go there.
He wants to look in a real shady place?
Yeah.
Are you sure he's a dentist? Oh, okay.
It's not a real dentist's office, though. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I'll be back.
Is your dentist Steve Martin? Little shop. Alrighty, folks. Our special guest. I brought him on because, well, he's not doing much these days with summer being over. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
Been running a camp for a real long time. 5 summers now.
Where is this camp?
Changes every year.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
I haven't done 5 years in a row. I'm just saying it's been off and on. 5 summers. Whenever someone lets me know where the camp is. Every summer, at the beginning of summer, I get in my car. I go driving around looking for the camp. I can't find it. Some years I can. Some years I can't.
Do you check the same places?
Some years I camp.
Oh. Okay, do you check the same places?
Yeah, I check the same places. I drive by the Grand Canyon. I look inside. I lean over the Grand Canyon. I say, "Any campers down there?" And sometimes they say yes. It hasn't happened yet, but sometimes. And then no, and then I go from there.
All right. Well, in my dossier here, for your last name, you just wrote S. And
yes.
I'm curious.
It's actually a 5.
It's a 5?
It's actually a 5. I'm Trevor the 5th.
Oh. Usually people do, like Roman numerals. I don't understand.
No, I'm not that formal.
So
I'm a camp counselor.
So you're the 5th Trevor?
No, I like to mark my years of being a camp counselor. So I'm Trevor, 5th year of counseling.
Oh, you're very dedicated.
I don't have a last name.
Now, I brought you on for this.
Well, I'm not busy.
This franchise. Specifically, I was curious.
What franchise is this? Doing package?
No, just the Pact.
Oh, Pact.
And when a lot of horror movies.
I love that.
An iconic. Game. Oh. What?
The little man, he starts eating the little balls and he goes up the screen.
Sir.
It's the one with the ghost, right?
You're right. Technically. Pact
Man.
Yeah.
The Pact. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pact Man. You put in a quarter, you watch the movie.
No, Trevor, there's a T.
What?
Pact.
What?
Pact. P-A-C-T.
Oh, that's the craziest thing I've heard.
That's Pac-Man. It's just C.
Oh, I've seen those movies. They show them on the we have a TV room in camp sometimes.
They let you watch this movie at camp?
Yeah, they let the kids watch it.
Really?
Yeah, they say it's good. It's good skills.
Any of them have nightmares?
No, actually, they actually enjoy it in a way that they take after some of the characters. So they start building like hidden rooms
and holes in the walls.
They put holes in the wall. They look through it. They're like, "I'm gonna get you."
Yeah. That's a lot of bonding happening there. I can tell that's good.
No, bonding's on Thursday.
This is pacting.
No, we watched the Pact.
Oh, okay.
And then Thursday we have our bonding circle.
What happens then? I've never heard of this.
Get a big rope. We tie the rope. We're in a circle. We burn the rope and see let's go first.
How's this bonding?
Well, when you've been through something like that, it's pretty easy to bond. Like, oh my god, you got burns on your hands too?
This sounds like, have you seen the movie The Circle? You might want to look that up, that documentary up, and put it into practice at your camp. What people will do is vote out other members of the camp, and those people get laser blasted. And you just keep going until there's one.
Now, is there a tire swing in this camp?
If you want. I mean, this is your camp. You could do it.
Okay. No, I mean in the movie circle. Is there a tire swing?
The whole thing is in just this little room.
The whole thing?
Yeah, you just lock all the students in the room and tell them to pick the best one, basically. And then kill the others.
Okay.
If you want to save yourself some time, that's basically that's basically what the aliens do.
I'll keep that in mind for possibly next summer if I could find this camp.
Right.
But yeah, I've seen the Pact. So I've seen the Pact.
What did you think of the Pact?
I didn't like it.
And why is that?
I didn't like it. I think it's got bad influence on our campers.
And how? You just talked about the great things they were doing, taking after it. Like spying on each other and, you know.
But they're not being... I like that they do that, but really they're not being creative. One of them tried to start their own search engine company called Global. I don't know, but he's not going anywhere. He's not going anywhere. I made sure of it when I tied him to that tire swing.
And lit it on fire?
No, we ran out.
You ran out of fire? Dude, you need to go to the store and pick yourself up some fire.
Yeah. Go down to the general store and get some fire.
Now that accent's bringing out another side of me, and my voice is changing because of it. So where are you from?
Why, I'm from the great state. I don't know. I'll be honest.
Or you just...
You woke
up at camp?
The first memory I had was being in a van. And my father driving that van looking to be a counselor at a camp. He's...
Are you your father?
Nope. I don't know nothing about no time travel.
Oh.
His name was Trevor 26. He's done 26 years of camp counseling.
You think you'll ever beat your dad?
He beat me.
What?
In terms of years, sir. In terms of years.
Forgive me.
He never lay a finger, nearly a toe. Well, I gotta go.
Alrighty.
I gotta go. It's been fun.
I hope you find another camp soon.
It's not gonna be soon. It's gotta be summer.
What do you do in the off season?
I sleep.
What is this hibernation?
6 months.
6 months, dude. You're not gonna wake up until that's spring.
That's spring, but then I start.
You prep.
I start prepping because I usually wake up and my van's gone. So I usually pick up like a spring job. Okay,
that makes sense.
Raise money. Go down to the junkyard.
I'll let you get to your nap and...
Yeah, I'm really sleepy. My voice changed a little bit when I yawn.
That happens sometimes.
Okay, well, I see you.
Boy.
I watch a lot of
Foghorn Leghorn. Alright.
I see your host there. Okay. But it's been good.
Alright.
It's nice.
Thanks for coming. Hey, man. You just missed...
Not permanent damage. It'll be fine.
You just missed quite the character.
Character?
Yeah. You know, like, personality. You know.
Did he talk about the movie?
More or less. Less.
Less. Okay.
Wait, why would you say less like that?
Well, you were kind of leaning towards less. You said whenever someone says more or less, it's usually less.
Okay.
Like, have you been?
Oh, right. You time traveled and found out the answer, and then came back.
I time traveled. I listened to this whole podcast. I know how it's gonna go.
Oh, really?
We get canceled.
What do I say next?
I don't want to create a rip in any time. In any time. I don't know what happens if I tell you what happens next. It's not gonna be good.
Okay. I'll take your word. Is that what I said?
Maybe.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so that was a bit of a sidetrack. I don't know why we keep having guests. They don't seem to.
I don't think they even watch them.
They're kind of they're kind of weird. Have you ever noticed that? We never had
What if they watch the show? I don't want to call them weird.
Yeah, what if they watch the show?
I don't want to call them weird.
They're not just listening.
They might not
watching.
They might not come back.
I would hate for any of our guests not to come back.
Yeah, I really miss Ruben.
Yeah, and also Brick.
I hope they're doing all right.
Hey, if you've ever been a guest, email us at franchisemutiny@gmail.com.
That's some good advice.
That's some legal advice.
Now, we are on to the second Pact.
Yeah, Pact 2, it's 2014. 2 years have passed. We time traveled to 2014. Spider-Man's gonna come out. Spider-Man 2, it's gonna be amazing.
Which Spider-Man? The amazing one?
Yeah, that's gonna come out. Godzilla's on its way.
Oh.
And I just hope that Bryan Cranston lives forever in those movies.
Yeah.
Hope he comes
if
back.
he doesn't, there's going to be a problem. I'm telling the theaters now. If Bryan Cranston doesn't see the end of that movie...
And you do this a lot when you go to buy your tickets. You tell the ticket person, like, hey...
I give them threats.
If the twist in this is dumb... And then
if the twist is Cranston's neck, there's gonna be a problem.
And that's gonna be your neck. And then your neck's gonna be a problem.
Oh, you're next.
That was 2013.
Did you see it? It's on.
I watched the end of it on TV.
You watched the what? Who does that?
I already heard a spoiler at that point.
Did I tell you the spoiler?
No,
it's a weird movie.
Yeah, I love the music in it.
Yeah, definitely. It was. I don't know if I liked it or just liked that it was so different. You know.
It Follows.
Oh,
I love It Follows.
Oh. Oh. You're next. Switches it up on you. It's not your stereotypical. Oh. I really want to watch It Follows again for no reason.
You should buy it on Blu-ray.
But that costs money.
They came out with a Blu-ray steelbook of that. I forgot if it was exclusive to a certain store, but I got very jealous.
It Follows?
Yeah.
Steelbook.
And I got very jealous because I already
You don't have it.
I already own it, and I'm like,
here,
but it's a steelbook.
How about you get the steelbook?
It's a steelbook.
And then you give me the Blu-ray. We're coming at you live with a plot synop. Who knows what time it is?
Okay, so Pact 2, 15-second plot synop.
2. Our new protagonist, June, has nightmares which tend to blend with reality when she dreams of deaths that start to occur in real life. A few weeks after Annie kills Judas, a copycat Judas strikes. A strange detective is seemingly trying to figure out who the new killer is. New and old characters clash in order to stop... Okay. Goodness gracious.
Who was the killer?
I messed up a few times.
That's okay.
Because my handwriting is... Well... My handwriting in my brain of my thoughts is chicken scratch.
Handwriting, more like ham writing.
Why?
I'm sorry. Okay, so the Pact 2. First note I have is it should have been called Pact 2 the Future.
Okay, first note I have is shouldn't have been made. Just kidding. It was.
It shouldn't have.
I mean, okay, I watched the first one and I gave it some time and then watched the second one because sometimes I start to blend things if I like binge watch something.
Yeah.
And honestly, it was just like I was. The Pact shocked me with how much I liked it. Mm-hmm. So that then the bar was raised, which I didn't think was fair at all because that's exactly why I liked the Pact, is because the bar was so low that I didn't know what was going on. So, Pact 2, we've established that this world has ghosts and serial killers, and they kind of like threw out the ghosts aspect a little bit. Like, not completely, but I thought the cool parts of the first one just weren't in it.
Yeah, the first, the second one was really a whodunit, and the first one was someone did it, and then that's probably the main
grievance
problem. Yeah, kind of like Sinister and Sinister 2, how like...
I just didn't watch the second one because I loved the first one so much.
Yeah, but how do you go from a plot twist? Like, how do you go into a second movie and having known a specific
aspect.
Yeah, and this is a different director, different writer. This is written and directed by Dallas Richard Hallam and Patrick Horvath.
I'm sure that's exactly how it's pronounced too.
Yep, I just went back in time, talked to him.
Even with those pauses in there.
Horvath. And so this is written by and directed by two completely different people, not one person. Two, and it doesn't feel as clunky as that tends to be when like two people.
Yeah, no,
it's consistent. Now that you say that,
I definitely see that it was in the realm of the first one.
It didn't even pick up at the like whole end where the eye peeks through in the second one, or in the first one. In the end of that, it kind of just spun off into
dropped us into another
story,
which was a few weeks later. Yeah. Anyway, or whatever it was, like a week even.
The same day.
Oh.
As soon as she's moving boxes and she gets a phone call. Hello?
Don't eat food at the beginning of this movie. Because I was, and the new girl June is cleaning brain chunks out of a wall, and I almost threw up.
Yeah, and here's another difference between the two of them. I wrote down that it took 22 minutes to get to like a big jump scare in the first movie. It took like a minute for a jump scare to happen in this movie because the guy like peeks around the corner and like, "You gotta keep that." Mm-hmm. He says it like a real loud slam happens, and it just felt cheap. Like I hate when someone just sneaks up, like, "Hey, how are you?"
Yeah. Like, ooh. I think the biggest one that's pranked me is the Jurassic World bird. Like, goodness gracious. This one, I think, like, you start to... I mean, it's not like... You start to learn things as the movie goes on, and you, like... Are like, oh yeah, that happened, type thing. You know, like the music... There's a record that plays in her dream, and in real life she gets it on her iPod.
Yeah, she has a haunted iPod.
It plays a bunch of things, but it plays the song a bunch of times. But I didn't pick that up till like the third time it got played. And I was like, wait a second, this isn't just the same song being reused. They're doing this on purpose.
And the majority of this movie felt, honestly, like all the daytime stuff felt like I was watching an episode of CSI. Like it was just like a weird, like...
I hear a bunch of terms that you don't understand that tell us why this is the thing that's happening.
Yeah, it's just a lot of police work and then people at desks and then they try to make it kind of sawtooth, like he sees something on the wall and it says like, "You showed me the way." It's oh, we got a copycat.
Yeah. Whatever. Already after like a few weeks, though.
And that diminishes like how scary it is. Like, oh, we got someone who wants to be as good.
Right.
We got
The only time that works is with Kylo Ren and Darth Vader.
I was thinking that.
But, I semi-guessed who it was.
Mm-hmm. Who was it? We didn't quite get there.
Alright, so basically the characters are that you need to know about. There's Annie from the first one. You've got June, the new girl. June's boyfriend, who's a cop.
Mm.
And creepy detective.
He's
FBI agent.
Terrence Ballard.
Wow.
I wrote some names down.
Okay. I thought you just remembered that, and I was scared.
I'm a big The Pact 2 fan. I wrote it.
Oh, okay.
My name is Horvath.
But, so there's a scene or whatever where the detective, which I assumed was, a main character. Why would they just have this big FBI guy show up out of nowhere investigating Judas killer? But I was like, oh, it's going to be this police officer that's rude to the detective, just to be like a side character that was a part of it, but kind of hidden in plain sight. And then later it turns out it's the boyfriend, the police officer is the boyfriend of the main character, June. And I was just like, in my head, I was like, well, guess it's not him then. But it is the cop.
Yeah, the FBI guy wasn't menacing, but the movie kept saying, "Oh, this guy's a creep. This guy's creepy."
It's almost they wanted us to think it was him. They
were trying to do the Scooby Doo thing where they're like, "Hey, don't you think it's that scary guy over there?" And then everyone's like, "Oh, I think it's a scary guy." Like,
a scary, rude guy who's creeping around.
I love when the FBI guy shows up to the door, and June is her name. She opens up the door and she says, "You're the whole FBI guy."
Yeah.
We're rooting for this character.
Yeah, I know.
She's kind of mean.
At first, she reminded me of Erin from The Office. I forget that actress's name.
Ellie Kemper.
Yeah, and just because she was I don't know, her face, I guess, really. But then she turned into just rude the whole time. Yeah, that's not at all.
She fights with her boyfriend, and this is one of my least favorite lines in movies in general. When a character says to another character when they're in a relationship, "What's that supposed to mean?" It's never a nice thing. It's never, "Hey, what's that supposed to mean?"
Yeah, it's like a question.
Oh, I love you.
Yeah.
What's
that? It's then I'm going out with my friends. What's that supposed to mean? Type thing.
And he does say, "I love you," and she's like, "Okay."
Yeah, that was a very short conflict, I guess. They got over it. But I didn't see their bonding.
I didn't know that she was going to end up being Jennifer Glick's daughter. That to me was a surprise. I was like, oh, that's how these are going to connect.
And sometimes those connections bother me because it's everyone has to be someone type thing.
Was this a song?
Yeah, kind of.
That guy in the corner is someone's cousin.
Everyone is everyone, essentially. But they did it well, I think. The whole relating, because, why else would the cop, or, why else would the copycat even be concerned with just this random lady? Oh, it's because it's a victim's daughter,
That was probably my most enjoyment out of this movie, is coming from the first one and then going straight into the second one, not knowing anything, and then figuring out if it's going to connect or how it's going to connect. This is going to be just a completely different story. And then they bring up the name Judas and stuff like that. And I love that, but that's not going to hold up the next time. Let's see, the mom in this, not the mom exactly, because she's Jennifer Glick, but the one who raised her looked very young. That was one of my first notes when she got in the car. I'm like, I thought you were picking up her mom.
I forgot about the mom, but now that you say that, that was a strange...
Yeah, she was the first victim of the movie. If you don't count the brains in the opening scene.
Jeez.
And my biggest problem with this is when the mom dies, and even though June and her fought, she's very upset that her mom died, and so she's just gonna cry and lie down, and then her boyfriend just starts hugging her, and then it turns into a sex scene. Like it felt very inappropriate.
And the first one had nothing even remotely like.
No, it was just the placement.
Yeah.
Like, oh, your mom died? I know we'll cheer you up.
That's confidence.
and I thought she was going to be like, no, my mom died. She's like, yeah. And she sees a ghost and rolls out of bed.
Yeah, I remember that part too.
And was that like the ghost warning her? Like, oh, don't.
I can't. Because the ghost element in this movie was just not as good, I don't think.
I think I'm trying to insert, like, the ghost is helping again, but it really wasn't that much. It was
just like it gave them an excuse to be randomly scary. Because it wouldn't make sense to have a physical person just, and then,
yeah.
But
hey, you kind of look like my boyfriend.
Yeah, and so it just gave them that excuse to do pop-ups, really. Because I can't see, because in the first one blended it.
Yeah.
But this one,
yeah, like so. Adam Sandler, Drew Barrymore, blended.
Oh, stop.
Don't stop me now, because I'm having a good time.
Non-stop.
Having a good time. And
what is real?
I'm just trying to connect this, trying to, like, the ghost popped up because she didn't want her to have sex with the killer. That's my reasoning. That's what I was saying. Like, hey, don't do this, boo! And then she rolls out of bed. I don't know if it's intentional, if the writers were like, what needs to happen now? Ghosts.
Yeah, we can't just fade to black. We need someone to scream. From a ghost. Sucks on teeth.
Sucks on teeth. So the subtitles for this movie, there weren't as many good ones. I think I only wrote down 2. Was Clicking Continues and Electricity Crackles. That was a recurring one. Because apparently whenever a ghost would show up, it just like, and the lights would...
I know lights that make that sound too. That is some crackling. What is with these lights?
They're ghost power.
Ghosts like suck out light.
Ghosts suck on teeth. Because
Stevie brought up that in the first one too. Of just, ghosts are attracted to electricity and then they drain it or something. It's like, what? He's got like a bag of like 20 flashlights and they're like,
that's right. I completely
why?
I did not expect Annie to show back up again, and I was completely shocked.
Happily.
I was like, oh, she's on the phone. That's great that they got her for that one scene. And then she actually showed up. I was like, oh, she's in this movie.
Again, she died, right? No?
She moved into a new house with her niece, and then the eye happened.
I thought, someone said, someone beat her up, though, and that's why, the detective... Remember?
Oh, he tried to call her. And...
Oh, okay. Was that the extent of it? I thought he showed up, and then they never went back to it.
No, I think when they're at June's place, he kind of just held up his phone, like, we've been trying to call Annie, she won't pick up, or something like that.
Okay.
That's exactly what the FBI guy sounded like.
Exactly.
And it from there kind of turns into, a weird crossover between this movie and the last movie. And just, Annie's like, this movie's not great. I'm gonna see if I can help. And then she doesn't really. And then Stevie came back as well.
Yep.
I was hoping.
With bluer, grayer eyes. The eyes of a blind woman. Maybe. We don't know.
Maybe she's trying to trick everyone.
Oh, is this Arrested Development?
This could be.
You heard it here first, folks. And Arrested Development are the same.
Yes, same universe.
Same universe. Ghosts are real.
Internship, same universe as well. Different universe, but together they are one.
Come see Internship. the naval movie starring...
Where Matthew McConaughey is behind a bookcase saying, Murph, like a horse. He's saying like a Murph.
This is the greatest crossover ever.
I don't know why my Matthew McConaughey was Murph.
He's part horse, duh.
Nay, Murph, nay. Don't make me nay, Murph, make me nay. Make me stay, Murph.
I've seen it.
I showed you. I sat there next to you.
Goodness gracious.
So they combine forces. They try to fix the problem together. They have they're like, let's go up in the attic. We'll light a few candles. And then weird things start happening. And what I thought was really funny was when stuff starts going down, it kind of looked like June was standing on the attic door, but she was also pulling it. She said, it won't open. It won't. It kind of looks like she's just
struggling.
Yeah. And then I feel like I forgot a portion of this movie because it kind of just goes into...
The whole dreams happening, really, is it her and her dreams all kind of like threw me off a little bit.
Because they're kind of showing what actually happened.
Yeah. Because, I mean, that made me think like, oh, she's being possessed and she's doing it type thing. And then it just had too many like directions of who it might have been that it was obvious that it was just that guy. like you know, it wasn't going to be who you thought it was.
It wasn't going to be the creepy
10.
guy who keeps coming up behind people. It's...
The boyfriend had a lot of confidence in his believing that she was going to help him be a killer. Like, where did that come from?
Yeah, he had like a kind of medium to small knife. He's like, cut his head off.
Yeah, he's like, we can do it together, babe. It's awesome. And she's like, she's never even slightly hinted towards being even remotely close. This type of person.
And I don't like in movies when they have someone who's like a nice person and then they become a villain instantly, and like the larger a villain they become, like the less. Well, like really,
if you're crazy, okay, but if you're
gonna show me nothing that makes me believe that he's somewhat off,
complete. Like maybe if he was like, as bad as it sounds, meaner to his girlfriend or something, you know, to where he was like. He's not a good guy, but he did everything.
Like some sort of darkness there.
Yeah, he had a healthy. They had a problem. They solved it in a day. That's
it was just like a dopey.
But it was just funny because he's like, "Let's do it, babe."
And they even went through the same like, oh, someone's gonna be killed by an actual killer, like that same beat. Like Annie was stabbed through the door, and I just felt really... I just whistled.
Wow.
I just whistled. I just felt like... I feel bad for the niece. She's like a double orphan now. She got a case of the double orphan.
Oh, no.
Where did that niece go? Like they called Annie...
She's really not... She's with the babysitter still.
The babysitter's dead.
Oh, wait.
Well, she was the cousin.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
She's just hanging out with them.
No,
there was that ending scene. She was eating ice cream with Annie.
Yeah,
and they go off and live their life together. And then in the second one, she answers the phone. She just looks like she's at a parking lot alone. Like
probably is.
The niece is probably playing in the background. Like, can we go home?
Nope. This is your life now.
She probably said, "Stay in the truck. I'm gonna go in this house real quick. Hopefully, I don't get stabbed. Hope you don't become a double orphan."
At what point do you just leave?
I wrote down Carpet Judas. Because there's that weird vision of him stabbing through the carpet. That's probably the coolest thing in this movie. Him stabbing through the carpet and then just...
Because he didn't have a trap door this time. He
didn't have a trap door?
No, I definitely... I wish it was more of... Yeah, I wish the story centered around him being a ghost too type thing. Like what if he's in it more type thing, and it made sense for him to be in it.
And hasn't that been done a few times in scary movies? I like it. I want it to be done more where they think a ghost is helping, but it's actually a problem.
Yeah.
I feel like one of the Insidious movies did that.
Yeah, and I'm willing to...
Like, that would have been cool.
What's
like,
that?
oh, is this Jennifer Glenn?
Yeah.
And then it turns out to be Judas.
Yeah. That's, what's the new movie? I think it has a Ouija board in it.
Ouija.
But it's the new
Pact
one.
had a Ouija.
No, but like, it's about like some scammers and they get a Ouija board and it...
Oh, that's actually a prequel to...
Ouija?
Yeah. It's actually a Ouija movie. That came out a while ago.
What? The one with like the two little girls?
Yeah, it's 2017, it came out in October, I think.
Okay. I think, based off what I saw, that the daughter is thinking that that's her father on the other side of the Ouija board, and she kind of like lets that spirit in, so it's similar to that. Yeah. What you were saying. But I'm not sure because I haven't seen it.
Yeah, you haven't seen it either. It went in the movie theaters, it went by, you said no.
2017 just snuck up.
We're in a time machine though, so...
Oh, whoa.
That's how it snuck up. Okay, so that was the Pact Part 2. I did not like it, but I'm kind of sad it exists, but...
Not the worst thing on planet Earth. No, but it was just mildly disappointing.
It's confidently made, it's just not as good as the first.
Better than a sci-fi original. You're welcome.
Okay, so we actually have... before we rank these movies, we actually have another guest here. Joe, can you stay with us?
It's a shame that he's coming now, because I just got a message from this person that I trusted at work, and he sold me out, backstabbed me. He's a real Judas, and I gotta get to that. I gotta settle the score. Yeah, because there's a lot going on at work I gotta deal with. So
okay, well, good luck with your revenge.
And tell me all about. I want to meet this guy another time.
I think he's gonna be a good guy. Huh? Richard, can you come in? Yeah. So Richard here. I saw him the other day. I talked to him a little bit. Fascinating guy. He's a retired children's entertainer.
Hey there.
Oh. I'm sorry, I just forgot how what a lovely voice you have there.
Yeah, it's not what it used to be.
So you were telling me when we were at the grocery store, I ran into you with my cart accidentally.
You said sorry, thank goodness. Otherwise there would have been problems.
Oh. So...
I respect manners. Especially when children have manners. You don't see that very often nowadays.
So when did you retire from being entertainer, children's entertainer, not just an entertainer, children's entertainer?
There was an accident.
Just now?
No. This is why I retired.
Oh, okay.
My voice got a little messed up.
Oh, what? So what happened? What kind of voice did you have for like the kids?
Believe it or not, I was a very zany and fun clown.
I'll have to take your word for it.
Like a sweeter Barney, dinosaur.
A sweeter Barney. So not a dinosaur, because I think dinosaurs are scary. Our
Barney.
Likes him.
Not like
Barney
Velociraptors.
Barney Rubble from Flintstones?
The purple dinosaur.
Oh, yeah, no. Purple dinosaur. He's still a dinosaur, though. Do you think he's a herbivore or a carnivore?
He's a T-Rex, isn't he?
Now, I've never seen him eat children before. Do you think he did that before? I don't know why I'm asking you. You're a retired children's entertainer, but do you think he ate some people behind the scenes? Or am I confusing him for an actual thing?
They probably put him on. They probably put him on like beef or something as a substitute for human flesh.
Oh, okay, yeah. Like they like put the beef together and they kind of smushed it and put like a little face on it, made a little human out of it, and then just let him eat that person.
Yeah.
Okay, well, glad we got
I don't know, though. I don't know.
So when did you retire?
I had that accident, and nobody wanted to hire a clown that sounded like this.
So you had an accident. What year exactly? Do you keep track of years?
No, not since the accident.
Okay, so 1 year before the accident, what year was it?
That had to have been 2011.
Okay, so 1 year after 2011, I'm thinking that's 2012.
I don't know math.
Well,
I make balloons, or I did, till the accident.
Oh, what kind of balloons did you make? Like, make them in
animals.
Shapes? What animals? Any I've heard of?
Snake.
It's a really difficult one.
It's the hardest one to get just right.
How long would you take on each balloon?
Depends on how much I'm paid, I guess.
Are you saying you'd work faster if you got paid more?
No. The opposite. If you're paying me if you're paying me a lot of money, I'm going to take longer so I can get more of it.
So you're saying if you're stalling this party and you won't let it end, you'll get more money?
We've agreed. If it's per hour, then yes.
How else have you tried to stall a party in the past so it could last longer?
Well, I paid a lot of money myself one time so I could have a pet monkey with me. And
what was the monkey's name?
Zombo.
Kids love Zombo.
I didn't name him that. It was
okay.
It was the original
The rental
owner.
place, the monkey rental place named him. There's Zombo.
It was actually a pirate.
Oh.
But not like the eye patch kind.
So he had both eyes?
Yes. And an AK.
How many legs did he have?
2.
Oh, good.
Feet, however.
Oh, no.
Also 2.
Oh, okay. You said, however, it made me think there was going to be a different answer.
That was a different guy I knew.
Mm-hmm. Well, it seems like a lot has changed since 2012, we're assuming. What do you think about kids today and their habits? Do you think they're getting better or worse? You said they're getting better.
Definitely worse.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I'm not influencing them to do the right thing.
You would influence them to do the right thing. You weren't like, hey kids, go smoke.
No, never. I had a pet monkey.
You can always trust a guy in a monkey. You can't trust anyone with a time machine.
A time machine? What are you talking about?
Oh, it's just something me and my co-host Joe were talking about earlier. So this is a podcast. I like to explain to guests. This is a podcast we talk about franchises. Today we're talking about the Pact. Pact 1 and 2, those are scary movies. Do you like scary movies?
As long as they don't negatively portray clowns.
So you're not a big fan of Stephen King's It, the TV movie?
Yeah, definitely not, and not Poltergeist either.
That was just a doll.
Yeah, but it looked like a clown.
So nothing resembling a clown.
Killer Clowns from Outer Space? No. Bad movie. That
one Carrot Top movie you hated because he kind of looks like a clown. You're like, that's a bad movie.
What is a Carrot Top? Is that a shirt?
Oh, he's big and upcoming comedian. He's known for his very clever humor. He would often bring up objects and say...
Like balloons?
Occasionally he'll bring up a balloon and he'll say, hey, watch this. Something will suck in the helium and be
what?
Like... Yeah.
He's not filling up the balloon?
No, that's backstage. He sadly fills up the balloons and then he heads out.
Wow. Worst clown ever.
Hey, he doesn't even wear white pants. So were you always like dressed up as a clown, like completely, or did you kind of makeshift your own?
Pretty much. The only time I wasn't in my clown gear was when I was asleep. That's
a good rule to have. Like, hey,
I didn't want them to see me outside, like as not a clown, because then they'd stop believing in clowns.
What do you think your personality is closer to? You as a clown, or you not as a clown?
Well, now...
What do you identify as? It's 2017. What do you identify as?
I dream of being a good clown again. But I can never achieve it.
But since the accident, your voice is messed up. You don't think kids like that in a clown? You don't...
Kids don't like anything that's not technology anymore.
Do you think there's a way you could combine this so you could be like both a clown and use technology, like a computer clown? I don't know. I'm just throwing out the first thing I thought.
I have this friend who I meet at the McDonald's for free Wi-Fi, and we're planning a clown voice changer app that we could sell, and I could also use, though, so I could sound like a good clown. And
to go back to the Pact, even though we talked extensively on it, what were your thoughts? Any more thoughts on those movies?
I enjoyed it a lot because it was scary without teaching bad things. But the second one took the cake, though. Like, fantastic.
Oh, you really like the second one?
Mm-hmm.
What do you like about it most?
The return of the first movie's character.
The Return of the King.
That's a good one. Because it returned all of the characters from the past two movies, except for Boromir. And Lurtz.
So you're a big Lord of the Rings fan?
I have a lot of free time that I can read about it.
Stephen King?
Stop.
Whoa, put that down. He just pulled out a balloon in the shape of a sword. Whoa. Okay, well, I think we gotta... I see Joe over there. I think we gotta move on. Thank you for being on the show. Hopefully you get back into the clowning game.
Yeah, keep up the good work and check out my app.
What's it called?
Clowns Up.
Clowns Up. Okay. Thank you for being here. Joe, come on in.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm back, because that's all settled.
That's all
that
settled.
I had to... The stuff.
So let's get to ranking this. This is going to be a very long segment.
So many options.
So many options. I'll just throw this out there. I think from best to worst, I'm gonna say the Pact 2.
I agree.
First time we've agreed on this the second episode.
Wow, history in the making, folks. So that was easy.
That was
to rank those.
That was pretty easy to rank them. Next time will be interesting, but we won't say what.
Oh, spooky.
So, if you made it this far, first off, congratulations. Good job. I want to once again congratulate you. I've done that before, like 5 seconds ago. But if you want to...
That's a lot of thank you.
If you want to email us about how you hated this show or how you tolerated it, maybe liked it.
A movie that you like, even? Just tell us about it. Do you not like Suicide Squad?
Do you not like clowns? Why Suicide Squad? That came out a while ago.
Oh, it's still getting a lot of heat right now for whatever reason, because...
Oh, I saw The Heat with Sandra Bullock. And
that was even longer ago.
Yeah, that was 2012.
Really?
I feel like...
Was it really?
You didn't know the guy who came in, he had an accident in the year 2012.
What accident?
His voice kind of...
What? That doesn't just happen. You didn't ask him about the accident?
You know what? I didn't. Sometimes that topic's a little sensitive for people, so I don't want to pry any deeper.
Well, you're a good guy then.
Yeah, so what else can they email us about?
Suggestions for franchises you would want to?
Why bees bother you, but they're necessary. Talk about that.
Or spiders, dude. Spiders are more bothersome.
Or spy kids. The most bothersome.
Spy kids aren't necessary, are they?
Not that agent.
Or are they? Are they real?
Are they real? We're gonna. The reason why we got this time machine. Real. We've been hunting Spy Kids.
We're basically the dad from Spy Kids 4. Don't get that reference?
All the time.
Watch our first episode.
Or listen.
But yeah, good luck watching it.
Yeah, just
in whatever year you're in. But in 2017, you watch podcasts. Duh.
So yeah, email us. We really don't care if it's positive or negative because no one is listening to this. No one's gonna email.
We dare you.
We dare you, devil.
Is that a hint to the next franchise?
We don't cover TV shows, but we might cover TV movies. Hint, hint, wink, wink.
TV movies.
So if you ever want to say
Poltergeist, that has a TV in it.
Don't give it away.
They're here.
So yeah, thanks again. Yeah, just let us know how much you hate this, or like it.
Preferably like,
but we're always trying to see if we could fix this show or do something.
Give us constructive criticism.
Constructive, yeah. We're trying to build a house, not a bomb.
My name is Joe,
and I'm Isaac,
and this is
Franchise Mutiny saying it's over now.